So today let us start with female reproductive system. Okay. So last class we have completed with male reproductive system up to puberty and maturity. So now we are going to start with the next system, female reproductive system. Okay. So the functions of the female reproductive system are formation of female gamete, that is ovum, and reception of male gametes, the sperms. Okay. So first thing, the ovum will be formed, and the second thing, so the female reproductive system will receive the sperms from the male. Next, provision of suitable environment for the fertilization of ovum by the sperm and development of the fetus. Okay. So after the receiving sperm, the ovum and sperm fuses to form the fetus or zygote. Okay. So that is also occurring in the female reproductive tract only. Next is the parturition or labor, which is called as childbirth, and next is the lactation. Lactation means milk breastfeeding. So the production of breast milk, which provide complete nourishment for the baby in its early life. Female reproductive system is comprised of primary sex organs and accessory sex organs. Okay. So next, the female reproductive organs are genitalia. Okay. So organs are genitalia. It is divided into external and internal organs. So the primary sex organs are a pair of ovaries which produce eggs or ova and secrete female sex hormone, the estrogen and progesterone. Okay. So in male, the sex hormone is testosterone. In case of female, the sex hormone is estrogen and progesterone. Okay. So the reproductive organ is ovary, which produces ovum. So remaining all are called accessory organs. So external genitalia is again having certain parts. So the external genitalia are known collectively as vulva. Okay. So it is otherwise called as vulva, and it consists of the labia majora, the labia minora, clitoris, vaginal orifice, vestibule, hymen, and vestibular glands are Bartholin glands. Okay. So the vulva, it consists of certain parts. So first is labia majora, labia minora, clitoris, vaginal orifice, vestibule, hymen, and vestibular glands. It is otherwise called as Bartholin glands. So this is the region or the parts of the external urethra or external genitalia or vulva. Okay. So it consists of all the above said organs or parts. So coming to individual, so labia majora, so it is the fold, two large folds which forms the boundary of the vulva. So they are composed of skin, fibrous tissue and fat, and it contains a large number of sebaceous glands which will secrete sebum. So anteriorly, the folds join in front of the symphysis pubis, and posteriorly they will merge with the skin of the perineum. So during puberty, hair growth will be there on the mons pubis and on the lateral surface of the labia majora. Okay. So next is mons pubis is the region that is in front of the symphysis pubis. So labia minora, so these are two small folds of skin between the labia majora. It contains numerous sebaceous glands. The cleft between the labia minora, it is called as vestibule. So the vagina, urethra and ducts of the greater vestibular glands open into the vestibule. Okay. So majora, it is the upper fold of skin, and minora, it is the inner fold of the skin. Next is the clitoris. So clitoris, it corresponds to the penis in the male. It is similar to penis in the male and contains sensory nerve endings and erectile tissue, but it has no reproductive significance. So this is just a nullified organ. Next is the hymen. So hymen is a thin layer of mucous membrane which is partially occludes the opening of the vagina. So it is normally incomplete to allow the passage of menstrual flow. So this hymen, it is the thing it is used for virginity testing. Okay. So if this hymen is present, so the girl or the female is said to be virgin, and if it is absent, and it is called as she is away from the virginity. Okay. So hymen, it is the thin layer of mucous membrane which is present on the base of the vagina. Okay. So vestibular glands, so it is otherwise called as Bartholin glands. So it is situated one on each side near the vaginal opening. So they are about the size of a small peanut and have ducts that is opening into the vestibule immediately lateral to the attachment of the hymen. So this will secrete mucus which will keeps the vulva moist. Okay. Next is the perineum. So perineum, it is the area extending from the base of the labia majora to the anal canal. Okay. So it is a round triangular region, and it consists of connective tissue, muscle and fats. It gives attachment to the muscles of the pelvic floor. Okay. So this is about the external genitalial organs, and remaining we can see in the next class. Take care. Bye bye.